I'm Father George Taranil, the Provincial Superior for the Solutions of Don Bosco for Eastern Africa, that is Kenya, Sudan and South Sudan. One of the important missions of the Solutions of Don Bosco is working for the young people who are disadvantaged and poor. And one of the areas through which we reach out to these disadvantaged young people is through the technical training centers that we run. And in Kenya, the Solutions of Don Bosco run 5 technical training centers, one in Nairobi, Karen, the other in Makuyu, Murang'a, the third one in Embu, the fourth one in Marsabit, and the fifth one in Kakuma, Turkana County. And as part of enhancing our technical training output, we have organized a 1-week training, bringing together the principals and instructors from our technical training centers from all over Kenya, together with the various government agencies. We have done this so that our technical training matches with what the country expects the young people to have. We have also done this so that our training also goes in line with the labor market demands, that those whom we train find easy jobs, and also they are able to have quality of life through decent employment at various levels, whether it be formal employment or self-employment. And these 5 days we have been discussing about various things, especially the occupational standards, how we kind of match our training with the occupational standards laid down by the various TVET agencies from the government. And these days have been also very fruitful, as a lot of input has come in from the side of the government, and we were also able to match that with the study that we had done, a tracer study, especially to see the gap analysis of our training. We had employed a consultant who was able to move to all our training centers and come up with a good report, and we were able to study that report and come up with ways and means to address the gaps that exist in our training and make our training useful and good for our young people, and in line with what the government as well as the various TVET agencies expect us to do. We know that technical training is always evolving as technology is evolving, and we need to keep up. We at Don Bosco, we have engaged ourselves in implementing various strategies to modernize our own training. We have partnered with partners especially from Europe, especially Germany and Switzerland, in implementing the dual apprenticeship program, wherein the student spends half the time in the industry and the rest of the time in the training center. We have also beginning a digital hub where we would be implementing skills in trades such as 3D printing, mechatronics, etc. We have also partnered with Amazon Web Services, and we are a registered partner with them, able to offer training as well as certification in the country. We are also raising levels of training reaching to diploma levels. These are some of the immediate interventions that we look, especially in modernizing our training. We are quite in touch with the labor market and the industries, and in Don Bosco we have what we call the job service offices. We have a country level office that coordinates the job services for all our training centers, and at the center level as well we have a job service officer who coordinates the job service activities. Now, the job service officer is involved right from the moment a student comes into the institution. The officer helps the student to choose the best trade or skill that would suit him or her, and then the student or the trainee is accompanied to be ready for the labor market. And then of course the officer also assists the trainers for internships, and finally once they are graduated also help them find jobs. So this is a well coordinated office both at the training center level as well as at the national level. Well, the seminar that we have had this week is already a good sign of collaboration between Don Bosco and the government. We also have one of our own members from Don Bosco in the committee that is coordinating the World Skills Kenya programs. So in very many ways Don Bosco is involved with the government, and more so the fact that Don Bosco is able to train youngsters and give them employability skills and put them in employment is also a great contribution that Don Bosco makes to the country and to the government.
This particular conference is a very good conference, and because this conference is speaking to the gaps that were identified during the gap analysis that was initiated across the 5 Don Bosco TVET institutions, whereby they're trying to align the occupational standards with the most recent standards that are actually being offered with the different government institutions, that is TVET, SIDAC and NITA. So in a nutshell, it is a very, very good conference because they are actually updating the occupational standards and curriculum to align it with what the industry requires. My role in this particular exercise is one was to disseminate the findings of the study, and also to coordinate how the recommendation that we are actually proposed in the gap analysis can actually be mainstreamed during this particular workshop. What should essentially be done is because largely the trainees across the 5 TVET institutions, they are very qualified trainees, and considering the continuous technological advancement within the TVET space, it is very prudent that continuous capacity building need to be instituted, and this also need to align with whatever relevant government institution are actually doing, and especially with Kenya School of TVET. So there is the need to closely coordinate with relevant government institution for continuous capacity building.